Oh, I be human being, oh, I be human.
Jeffrey, you are?
I'm Rama.
Okay, so Rama, there is trending debate, okay, that's going on, which is trying to seek whether government should allow students to use smartphones in school or not. Okay, but first I want to know which school you went first.
I'm from Achimota School.
Wow, so Motown.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So back in school, were you using a phone?
No, my school is very strict. You can't use a phone.
Oh, okay. Okay, so government is trying. Okay, people are trying to advocate to government that government should allow students to use phone at SHS. What's your view on that?
I don't think it's a good idea. It's really not, because they'll really not learn. Like if I was the one, I'll really not learn.
Okay, so but over here, can't you use your phone to learn?
Yeah, I have to put up my Wi-Fi, my data, everything, because I'll really be distracted.
Okay, but over there they have no Wi-Fi, so.
Yeah, they can buy airtime. Yeah,
oh, okay.
Like the students can buy from outside for them.
Okay, so as for you, you think it's a no-no?
No.
Alright, thank you, Rama. Thanks for passing by. Alright, bye. You are?
I'm Emmanuel.
Okay, so Emmanuel, there's this trending debate that's going on. Okay, that's seeking to address whether government should allow students to use smartphones in schools or not. That's the SS level. And we are here today to seek your opinion. But before that, I want to know which school you attended, Ima.
I attended St. Peter's Senior High School.
Oh, Mati, so you're Pescoba.
Yeah,
oh, that's nice. So back in school, where is the phone?
No, I wasn't using a phone.
Hey, you sure?
Oh, seriously, I wasn't using a phone.
Martin, okay, I hear you. Okay, so now, like I said, we want to know whether government should allow students to use smartphones in schools or not.
Personally, I think the world is growing, and as a global village, things should improve. So if the phones will be needed in senior high schools, I think they should allow them to use it. We should focus more on the positive side than they thinking that it's going to disrupt them from learning and all those stuff.
Okay, so what are some of the positive sides you are talking about?
First of all, back in high school, when you needed to talk to your parents, it's very difficult for you to talk to your parents. Okay. But if you have a mobile phone, trust me, you are good to go. You can talk to your parents anytime you want to. You get it?
Okay, but government is trying to look at it in aiding learning and teaching. That's my point. So can we go down that side?
Yeah, with learning, it will help. With learning, it will help. Even in the university, not all of us have laptops, okay. But with the use of the phone, you're able to read your slides and do whatever I want to do and prepare for your examination.
Okay. Alright, so thank you very much for passing by. Okay. Hello, I'm Jeffrey. What's your name?
I'm Adelaide.
Adelaide, nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.
Okay, so there is trend debate, okay, where individuals and groups are advocating to government that students should be allowed to use smartphones to aid learning and teaching. I want to know your view on that. Okay, but before that, I want to know which school you attended.
I attended Tema Secondary School.
Okay, that's nice. So back then, were you using the phone?
No,
You're not even a yam.
Nah.
Okay, so now I want to know your opinion on the matter. Is it a good idea? Is it a bad idea?
I think it's not a good idea because the students they are still growing. So if we are to put that in our lives at that stage, it's not going to help. Yes, but if other tech products like maybe laptops and tablets are encouraged, I think that's better than smartphones.
Ali, thank you very much for your contribution. Okay, alright. I'm Jeffrey, and your name is?
I'm Rashid Umar.
Okay.
I'm Coco.
Hi, guys. Nice having you guys around them. Okay, so there is this debate, okay, that's going on. Okay, then it's seeking to address whether government, okay, should allow students to use more phones. That's at the SS level. I want to know your opinions. But before I ask that question, I want to know which school you attended.
I went to Apam Senior High.
Oh, okay.
Same school, Apam Senior High.
Okay, that's cool. Back in school, where is in phone?
Not really. It was not allowed.
No, not in a yam. Boys travel.
Yeah, it was not allowed. If you are caught, trouble for you.
You?
It was not allowed, but I sent phones to school.
Wow, you're a hard guy. Okay, so now the main question, okay, is: do you think it's a good idea that students should be allowed to use smartphones in school to help learning and teaching?
Everything has its good side and bad side. To me, to a certain extent, they should be allowed, and to a certain extent, they shouldn't be allowed. If only they will be monitored, it's okay. But if they will not be monitored and will be allowed to use it anyhow, then it becomes a problem.
Okay, but do you know the extent to which this will be monitored or this will be monitored?
Okay, to me, maybe during classes hours, okay, they should allow them use their phone for maybe in case research work, like go online, do more reading, read more stuff, watch more videos, help them with their personal studies and stuff. But after class, it could be taken away from them, or since every house has a house master, okay, they can give their phone to the house master after class sections. Maybe the following day, if you are going back to class, then the house master will give it back to you after class, then return it. If you don't return it, maybe they'll come and question you, why didn't you return your phone? Something of that sort.
That's nice. That's a good initiative. What about you?
Okay, like you said, everything has merit and demerit.
Okay.
And one outweighs the other. Okay, so I think the Form 3s rather should be allowed to bring phone to school. And the Form 1s and 2s will not be allowed. Because Form 3, you need a lot of research. I also went through the same thing.
Okay.
And it was really hell. Sometimes you go to the IT lab, you don't have internet service to do research, all those kind of things. So I think the Form 3s rather should be allowed to bring phone to school and be monitored, like you said, through the house master as a medium.
Okay, so what if maybe now they were to grant internet access to the IT labs? Do you think it's a good idea?
When they grant internet access to the IT lab, some of the IT teachers, they'll still not allow students to come, or they'll be taking some kind of bribe. So it's all about monitoring. So I think, yeah.
If the school is having internet access, okay, I think it's okay. Then phone shouldn't be allowed. Okay, the main reason why we are taking the phone to school is we claim research work, we claim we want to read, do more online. Okay, but if the school is able to give us internet access at our own free time and so that we can learn at our own pace, it's cool. No more extra phones should be allowed. I think it's fine. If internet is in the school, no problem. And if there's no internet, that means they should be allowed to take their phone to school.
Thanks, thank you very much. Thanks, bro.
Okay, so the number.
I'm Jeffrey.
I'm Jessica.
Okay, so Jessica, there's this training debate which is going on, okay, and it's about should government allow students, okay, to use smartphones at SS?
No.
So I want to know your view. But before that, I want to know which school you went to.
Okwapmine.
Okwas, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, so back there, were you using a phone?
Yes.
Wow. Oh, so what were you using the phone for?
Okay, maybe you get some questions.
Oh.
But we used it in Form 3.
Form 3?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So government is trying to, there's this application going on to government that government should allow students to use phones or not. I want to know your view on that.
Oh, for me, I think it's a bad idea because the students will not focus on their studies.
But you're using the phone on campus, so...
Okay, maybe if they get to Form 3, they should be allowed to use it.
For research or why?
For research and, yes, for research.
Mainly for research?
Yes.
Okay. But do you think students will use it in any other way, like a distraction?
It can also cause a distraction in their studies.
Okay. But I think it's good if they are in Form 3 and use it.
Yeah, I think it's good.
So the Form 1s want to do research?
The Form 1s, they don't need research.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so thank you very much for your time, man.
I'm Ashi, Michael.
Okay, so Michael, there's this trending debate, okay, which is talking about should government allow students, okay, to use phones in SHS. I want to know your view on that. But before that, I want to know which school you attended.
Why I attended Begro Senior High School in the
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. I have some friends who went to Begro too. Yeah. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, so back then, what was in the phone?
The phone, I would agree with using the YAM type.
Okay.
About that kind of small type of cell. The ones which are not touch screen and the ones which are not social media accessible. Yeah, those ones would be better for phone calls and all. See, some schools don't have those phone booths and all.
Okay.
So if they can get the YAMs, if they can take the YAMs to school and all, they can use for calling their parents, calling home. Probably you need food, you need money and all. But then if you have those kind of iPhone, those smartphones, Samsung and all, you take it to school. It's just a distraction. You get it.
Okay, but can you look at the points where they used to study, where to aid learning and teaching?
Well, if they wanted to study via smartphones and all, they could have equally decided not to go to school and then use the phones at home. You get it. But then we have teachers for a reason, and then those technological tools you can get home and then use them. So you go to school. The school is for you're going to see your teacher. Your teacher will teach you. You understand? Someone will stand in front of you and then be tutoring you and all that, explaining things to you. And then when you get home and you don't understand something, then fine, you can use the smartphones and all. And if you are using it in school in addition with the learning, some people might even right now in the university staff, when during class sessions, when a lecturer has gone to study something, probably the material is very old, and then you go online, you go and search something brand new, and then like when the lecturer is tutoring, and then you just jump in and you say, oh, what you're saying is wrong. It's like you're confusing the lecturer in addition. You get it?
Okay.
So you allow your teacher, your secondary school teacher, to finish. When he's done, you get it. You can read books and all, and then when you get home, you do further research. But then if you take it to school, I don't really agree with students using smartphones. SHS students using smartphones in school. They end up even taking pictures of themselves, leaking videos and all that. They don't use. I don't really see the
Benefits.
impact on learning using smartphones. Yeah.
Okay. So for you, it's a no. It's a big no.
No, smartphones is a no. But then if you can get those YAM type phones, those ones are much better.
So okay. Alright. So thank you, bro. Thank you very much for your time. Jeffrey.
Michael.
Churchill.
Baron.
Why Baron? Nice. Okay. So there's this debate which is trending. Okay, that government should allow students to use phones or not. But before that, I want to know which school you went to.
Aquinas.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, St. Thomas Aquinas.
Oh, Vim.
St. Thomas Aquinas.
Alright, so you squad, you guys were friends and you guys have friends here too. That's great. So back in school, were you using the phone?
Oh no. It was quite rare for you to see Aquinas students using phones on campus.
But you
it was when we got to the final year that we were using phones.
So now you did use?
Yeah, it was in the final year.
Alright, Vim. Okay, you.
Yeah, I was not using a mobile phone.
Okay.
No, I was not using that.
Okay. So now I would like to ask. Okay.
And you see, it's a day school, so we maybe use our mobile phones if we get home. But if you come to school, you don't use our mobile phones.
Oh, okay. Okay. So now I'd like to ask. Okay. That what is it a good idea? The government should allow students to use phones at SS.
Oh no, it's not a good idea.
Okay, not a good idea.
Yeah, it's not a good idea.
Not a good idea.
Well, I think it's a good idea.
Okay. So if it's a good idea, why? What's up?
Okay, so the perception is that once SHS students are given phones, right, they use it for the wrong purpose. But they could also use it in researching. Do you get it? Sometimes the materials or the books you have do not contain all the information you are searching for. And then the phones will allow you to do that. But to us, okay, a normal Ghanaian child, and then when you come to a boys' school like the one I went to, he is not going to use the phone for this thing. Like research and other things. So that's the negative aspect. But you can't say, so far as the good that will come out of it outweighs the negativities, I think they should be allowed to use phones on campus or in school.
Nice point. Okay.
Actually, I would not say. You see, using a mobile phone, the benefits of a mobile phone is actually, if the percentage of it, like the benefit is very high as compared to the disadvantage.
Okay.
But if you come to this part of our world, you see, this is Africa, and we often abuse things. You see, we are students, we know ourselves. See, the truth is, if we are supposed to use phones in school, that we are not going to use it for academic purpose mainly. We are stuck to our mobile phones primarily for WhatsApp. That's really and other social media. So that's it. And so if it's introduced into the secondary cycle of education, I don't think the students will really utilize it for research.
Just like you. Oh, I be human being, 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 oh, oh, just like you.